Hi everyone. In this session I am going to explain about the mechanism and kinetics of ionic chain growth polymerization, both the cationic and anionic chain growth polymerization. Now let us consider a chain growth polymerization. The chain growth polymerization is known to occur by several mechanisms other than those involving free radicals that I have explained in the last class. The predominant among these are cationic polymerization, anionic polymerization, and the coordination polymerization. So, in this session, I am going to explain about the mechanism and kinetics of cationic polymerization. The mechanism and kinetics of cationic polymerization can be understood by considering the polymerization of isobutylene. So, as we know that the cationic polymerization proceeds in three steps, that is initiation, propagation and the termination. Now, let us consider the first step, initiation. So, in general you consider it the initiation of a reaction consisting a catalyst, a co-catalyst and a monomer. So, in the case of polymerization of isobutylene, the initiation step consisting BF3, boron trifluoride, as a catalyst, Lewis base, that is water molecule, it acts as a co-catalyst. The reaction between the catalyst and co-catalyst forms a catalyst co-catalyst complex. The catalyst co-catalyst complex so formed, which donates a proton to the isobutylene molecule to give a carbanium ion Giggene ion pair. The next step is the propagation. The chain growth takes place in a head to tail configuration as a result of carbanium ion addition to another monomer molecule. The rate is fastest in solvent with high dielectric constant, promoting a separation of the carbocation Giggene pair. And the third step is the termination. The termination may proceed in two different ways. If the termination is assumed to be a first order process, is simply by the dissociation of macrocarbocation Giggene complex, and it is forming a catalyst co-catalyst complex and the neutral polymer chain. You just consider this one, a macrocarbocation Giggene complex. So, here the proton, a beta proton, will be given to BF3OH minus ion, thereby it forms a new catalyst co-catalyst complex. And the second way, it is termination by transfer of proton to a monomer. See, here I am considering a macrocarbocation Giggene complex. I am taking a monomer molecule. See, as usual, this beta proton will be donated to the monomer. As a result of this, a terminal unsaturated compound will be formed and the new carbocation Giggene complex will be formed, which may serve as a initiator. So, this is how the mechanism of cationic chain growth polymerization takes place. Now, let me consider the kinetics of cationic polymerization. Although many cationic polymerizations proceeds so rapidly that it is difficult to establish the steady state, the following kinetic scheme appears to be a valid one. Let the catalyst, co-catalyst and monomer are designated by a symbol A, BH and M respectively. So, as usual, we know that the first step is the initiation step. So, in the initiation step, the catalyst will react with a co-catalyst and it will form a catalyst co-catalyst complex. The catalyst co-catalyst complex so formed will react with a monomer and it will form a carbanium ion Gijon ion complex. So, among these two steps, this one will be the slowest step and the rate determining step. So, the rate of ionization, that is Ri, will be equal to Ki, the rate constant of initiation step, into a concentration of the monomer and the concentration C, that is the concentration of catalyst co-catalyst complex. Then the second step is the propagation. So, the carbene ion Gijon complex so formed will react with a monomeric unit and it will form a new carbanium ion Gijon ion complex. So, the rate of propagation should be equal to a Kp, the rate constant for the propagation, into concentration of a monomer, and this is the concentration of carbanium ion Gijon ion complex. Then the termination. So, as we know that the termination will proceeds in two different steps. The first one is, if the termination is assumed to be a first order process, is simply by the dissociation of macrocarbocation Gijon ion complex forming a catalyst co-catalyst complex and the neutral a polymer. So, the rate of termination should be equal to RT, that is Kt, into concentration of carbanium ion Gijon ion complex. The second way of terminating the reaction is by transferring a proton to a monomer. If the termination reaction can take place by the rearrangement of the ion pair by transferring a proton to monomer to yield a polymer molecule with a terminal unsaturation and a cation which may serve as an initiator, then the rate of termination by the chain transfer will be equal to Ktr. So, that is rate constant for the termination reaction involving chain transfer into concentration of carbanium ion Gijon complex and the concentration of a monomer. Since it is difficult to determine the value of M plus, that is concentration of carbanium ion Gijon ion concentration, one assumes a steady state in which the rate of initiation is equal to the rate of termination, that is Ri is equal to Rt. Substitute the value of Ri and Rt and rearrange this equation to get an expression for the concentration of carbanium ion Gijon ion complex. The overall rate of cationic polymerization reaction is synonymous to the rate of propagation involved. Hence, rate of propagation is equal to Kp into concentration of monomer into concentration of the carbanium ion Gijon ion complex. Substitute the value of M plus, that is Gijon ion concentration, in this expression and you just rearrange this one. So, you will get this expression. Here the Kp into Ki divided by Kt is indicated by K double dash. That means the rate of propagation is directly proportional to concentration of the catalyst and then it is directly proportional to concentration of the monomer to the power 2. That means the rate of propagation is first order with respect to the concentration of catalyst and second order with respect to the concentration of a monomer. The degree of cationic polymerization, it may be expressed in two different ways as the termination involves two different schemes. If the termination by the dissociation of the macrocarbocation Gijon ion complex predominates over termination by transfer reaction, then the degree of polymerization is equal to Rp divided by Rt. So, you substitute the value of Rp and Rt. So, here there is a M plus concentration in the numerator as well as in the denominator, they will get cancelled. then it is Kp divided by Kt into concentration of a monomer. That means the degree of polymerization is directly proportional to the concentration of monomer if the termination takes place by the dissociation of a macrocarbocation GGNion complex. If the chain transfer is the dominant step in the termination of a growing chain, then the degree of polymerization is equal to Rp divided by Rtr. You substitute the value of Rp and Rtr, that is Rp is equal to Kp into concentration of monomer into concentration of carbanium ion GGNion complex divided by Rtr is equal to Ktr into concentration of monomer into carbanium ion GGNion complex. So, both the numerator and denominator is having M and M plus ion concentration. They will cancel each other. Then it will be Kp divided by Ktr, which can be expressed as K double dash. That means the degree of polymerization is independent of the concentration of monomer as well as the concentration of catalyst if the termination is by the chain transfer reactions. Then, if the termination is occur by the dissociation of macrocarbocation GGNion complex and by the chain transfer simultaneously, then the degree of polymerization is equal to Rp divided by Rt plus Rtr. You substitute the value of Rp in the numerator and the value of Rt and Rtr in the denominator. So, in the numerator there is a M plus ion concentration, that is macrocarbocation GGNion complex concentration. In the denominator, that M plus concentration is common. You take it out and the M plus ion concentration in the numerator cancels with the M plus ion concentration in the denominator, and it will give this expression, that is Kp into concentration of monomer divided by Kt plus Ktr into concentration of monomer. So, this is the expression for the degree of polymerization if the termination is occurred by dissociation of macrocarbocation GGNion complex and by the chain transfer simultaneously. Now, you consider the mechanism and kinetics of anionic polymerization. The mechanism and kinetics of anionic polymerization can be understood by considering the polymerization of acrylonitrile with potassium amide in liquid ammonia. Now, let us consider the mechanism. So, it proceeds in 3 steps. The first step will be the initiation. So, in the initiation step, potassium amide initiate the polymerization of acrylonitrile. See, potassium amide ionizes to give K plus and NH2 minus. The NH2 minus formed attacks the acrylonitrile and it forms a carbene ion. The next step is the propagation. So, in this step, the chain growth takes place by the addition of carbene ion to the monomeric unit of acrylonitrile to form a macrocarbene ion. The last step is the termination. Termination is always unimolecular, usually occur by transfer reactions. The macrocarbene ion abstract the proton from the solvent, that is NH3, and becomes a dead polymer. So, this is how the mechanism of anion chain growth polymerization takes place. Now, you consider the kinetics of anionic polymerization just by considering the polymerization of acrylonitrile with potassium amide in liquid ammonia. As we know that the first step is the initiation, in which the ionization of potassium amide takes place to give NH2 minus, and this NH2 minus attacks the monomeric unit and gives a carbene ion. So, this is the initiation step. So, the rate of initiation indicated by Ri, that is equal to Ki, the rate constant for initiation, into concentration of monomer into concentration of NH2 minus. The next step is the propagation. So, the carbene ion so formed attacks the monomer units and it gives a macro carbene ion. So, the rate of propagation, that is equal to Kp, that is rate constant for the propagation, into concentration of monomer into concentration of macro carbene ion. The last step is the termination. Termination is always unimolecular, usually occurs by the transfer reactions. The macro carbene ion abstract the proton from the solvent, that is from NH3, and becomes a dead polymer. So, the rate of chain transfer, that is equal to KTR into concentration of a macro carbene ion into concentration of NH3. Since it is difficult to determine the value of macro carbene ion concentration, one can assume a steady state in which the rate of initiation is equal to rate of termination, that is Ri is equal to RT. You substitute the value of Ri and RT, that is rate of initiation and rate of termination, Ki into concentration of monomer into concentration of NH2 minus, that is equal to KTR into concentration of macro carbene ion and concentration of NH3. Then you rearrange this equation to get an expression for the concentration of macro carbene ion. Then the overall rate for anionic polymerization is rate of polymerization, that is equal to Kp into concentration of monomer into concentration of macro carbene ion. You substitute the value of concentration of macro carbene ion here, you will get this expression. You just simplify this equation and the value Kp into Ki divided by Kr, it is supposed to be KTR, it may be simply we call it as K dash. Then the degree of polymerization may be expressed by this equation. Degree of polymerization is equal to Rp divided by KTR, that is equal to, you substitute the value for the rate of propagation divided by, you substitute the rate of termination and you simplify this, you will get this expression. It is applicable for the system involving termination by the above scheme. For the system in which no termination is involved, as in the case of living polymer, expression for the degree of polymerization can be found on the following assumptions. The first one, the entire quantity of initiator dissociates at the same time, and the second assumptions to be made, all the anions formed by the dissociation initiate chain growth essentially simultaneously, and third one, all the anions compete equally for the monomer and the monomer is consumed more or less equally by all the anions. So far, I have discussed about the cationic chain growth polymerization by taking an example of polymerization of isobutylene, and I have explained about the anionic chain growth polymerization by considering the polymerization of acrylonitrile. Hope you understood both of them. Thank you very much.